Hi everybody, my name is Michael Lungren. I'm a designer at NMDA Architects, an international firm that works on hospitality, restaurants, hotels, and resorts. I've been designing in the field for over 30 years, and every single day I get to sketch and draw my ideas in front of clients for instant approval. I'm here today to teach you how to do a napkin sketch. I'm going to walk through all of the steps that I use. This is a class that I teach at the American Institute of Architects. It works. You can see everything in one little sketch. So I'm going to walk you through my 5 easy steps. One step is draw what you want to see. Take what's up here, get it down on paper. Number 2 is perspective, a quick perspective grid. Number 3 is composition. What goes in the foreground, what goes in the background, and what goes in the middle ground. Then number 4 is entourage. How to draw those people and trees and cars. That's how I do it every single day. And then number 5 is shade and shadow, how to draw those shapes. So follow along. There's going to be one video for every single step. So I'll see you on the inside.
Look at the napkin sketch that I provided. I want you to do all 5 steps, 1 step on each napkin. Then at the very end, combine all the steps and just do the sketch from start to finish. Boom, a beautiful napkin sketch in under 5 minutes.
Step 1 is draw what you want to see. Take what's up here and get down on paper.
Step 1, the very first step, draw what you want to see. This is how you get what's in your mind down on paper. Whatever you're thinking of, just draw it really quickly. A quick drawing. Don't spend more than a few minutes on it. I just put in the trees, where they're going to go. I'm thinking, gosh, what is this building going to look like? There's a building beyond, there's a bridge in the foreground, and I just get it down really quickly. Trees, I'm determining that there's palm trees, there's cypress trees, and we're going to see another building in the background. So I just draw it really fast, and it doesn't matter. If you don't like it, just throw it away. It's only a couple-minute drawing, but this drawing is the most important of them all because it gets it down on paper first, quickly.
How would it feel if you could sketch your designs fearlessly in front of a client? What would that do for your career? Step 2 is a simple perspective grid.
Step 2 is perspective. Now we draw a real quick perspective grid. There's not a lot of vanishing point. There's one vanishing point here and then another one off the page. So I quickly draw the horizon line at 5 feet. Then I draw a line off to the right-hand side that I'm going to proportionally figure out how tall everything is. That's 0, that's 5, that's 10. Proportionally, I figure out the base of that building up there. And then I just lay them out proportionally, the same 0, 5, 10 all the way up. Now I draw a little line over on the other side, and I go ahead and figure out where I'm going to vanish it slowly across. There's not a big angle there. It's kind of guess, and then I fill in proportionally where those are and connect them. And anything in that plane then vanishes to a point way off the page there. It's a proportional system. Now I'm going to vanish it onto the page a little bit, but still I'm going 0, 5, 10, 15. And now I'm going to vanish it to the one that's in the middle of the page. And that pretty much measures the tree and the building on the left-hand side.
Step 3 is composition, foreground, middle ground, background. Make sure you take 3 napkins and draw each plane.
This is step 3, composition, foreground. What's right up front? Look at the grasses and the trees that I'm doing. What's up front usually determines kind of what's going to happen through the whole drawing. So have fun with this. Look at, there's rocks and there's some spiky little plants. So it looks like it could be a dry area. And then a little balcony off to the side here. So, right in the foreground, there could be some sort of a restaurant, or it could be an apartment or something like that where there is a balcony. Now the tree.
Are you worried about AI? Don't worry. Sketching an original thought defeats AI.
Step number 3, composition, middle ground. You can see that I'm drawing these Italian cypresses. It's in the middle. We'd already drawn the foreground, which is the first plane. The second plane is the middle ground. You can see I'm doing the shapes. I'm doing shade and shadow in there. The windows you can see popping out. Those Italian cypresses are pointy, nice shapes. And then under there, some shade and shadow. Now, a couple of palm trees. Again, radiate them from the center. Straight down with the trunks. Oh, now the fun parts where you start drawing bridges and water but just simple shapes, all right? All these are simple shapes. Make sure you copy these shapes exactly, because it took me years and I've got them all down here for you. Look at more cypress, the building beyond, a little balcony, some shadows, a little bit more of the roof, and the drawing's almost done. This is step 3, composition background. What's in the furthest plane back? And in this we have some trees, some more cypress. They're smaller, they're in the background. Remember, we've already drawn the foreground and the middle ground. Now again, some roof, you can see the tiles, indication of tiles. Some shade and shadow that's underneath of it. Look at these interesting interlocking shapes. Some windows and shadow cast that help to see the arcade back behind the trees. This drawing's almost done. It's the background.
Step 4 is entourage. How to draw those trees, cars, rocks, people.
This is step 4, entourage. We get to draw all the trees and rocks and people and cars, but in this drawing we'll be drawing some Italian cypress. Look at the shapes. They're the long, thin, vertical trees. And I darken them all in all the way like that because they're pretty dark trees. Sometimes I put a little more shadow on the left side. Now some palm trees. And I like to group them together, not just having them single by themselves, kind of overlapping. Look at me pull down the trunk of the tree, and then beyond, I draw behind it, and it makes them pop out a little bit. And as I go further back, the trees get smaller and smaller. But you can see that these are all kind of in the same plane right now. Now there's a tree that overhangs. It's kind of in the front, and it overhangs the entire drawing. Now a few more trees. Now this one is coming up a little bit closer, so it's a little bit bigger. The base of it's a little bigger. The height of it's a little bit bigger. And then I always put a little ground cover, how they hit the ground. I always put a little ground cover. And the spikiness is this dry area because this is in Santa Fe. Again, some more ground cover. More ground cover. Interesting interlocking shapes.
Step 5 is shade and shadow. How to draw those shapes. You're a shape maker.
5 is shade and shadows. I make shapes with the shade and shadows. Look at these Italian cypresses. They're a conical shape. They aren't a tree. I don't draw the outline. I draw from the inside out. The windows behind, I don't draw the mullions and the muttons. I just draw the darks, and the lights are left there to show the muttons. Now, the same thing on these palm trees. I draw the left-hand side because that's in shade and in shadow. Bottom, I connect those shade and shadows. Look in the water, how the reflection are shapes. The window, the arcade, is not an arch, it is a shape, a moon-sized shape. The balustrade in the foreground. I don't draw the rails and the top, I draw the gaps between them. Overhanging tree. More of the building, the second story. But I'm drawing the shapes of the windows. See that shape? The shape of the roof. Not lines, I'm drawing from the inside out.
Are you worried about AI? Don't worry. Sketching and original thought defeats AI. So finish up this sketch, and then the last thing you'll do is apply all of it in one sketch.
A new module. This will be a fast forward of all 5 steps. Foreground, middle ground, background. Draw what you want to see. Look at the entourage that I'm drawing. That's interesting interlocking shapes. Each of these trees are shapes. And I'm going to teach you later on each step of the way with videos. Take a look at now in the background. I'm drawing the building in the background. Then I'm going to come up here and draw some more foreground information. But all of these are with shade and shadow, interesting spaces, shapes and spaces. Look at the water that's drawn in the foreground. And this drawing is almost done.
Hey, if you want to continue your studies, join my Facebook group in the QR code. In there, you'll learn more tips, techniques, and trainings on how to sketch in front of clients. I also run a one-to-one challenge where you work with me for free for 5 days. I love teaching you today. This is a great class. Learn to draw these napkin sketches, it's the quickest way for you to understand. Let's bring the art back into architecture.